The one thing that really attracted me to the course was the why of the course and the solutions that it's bringing to the problems of people that have properties and people who could never acquire properties. And seeing that gap and seeing that someone actually came with a solution and the how to make that happen. So resonating with the why was the first reason why we wanted to sign up for the course.
Courses became kind of our $1 million friend. We found a way to take just one of our properties, reshift the way we were looking at selling it, and it results in almost $1 million more. That was a good reason.
For me, we've already been on an investment journey, we're all on that journey, but it was discovering new ways. Think of it like playing card with only 2 cards. We've discovered a whole bunch of new cards that we didn't really know existed. I mean, we knew maybe some people were doing it and they were completely legitimate. There was no issue with that. So it's like more opportunities, more ways, more flexibility in doing what we want to do and helping other people in the process.
As an owner of assets, I didn't see the value proposition of giving away my equity to someone on a structured deal. And now I can see that by structuring a personal deal, not only will it be a win for the buyer because they're going to have to pay less interest, but it's also a win for me because I have less expenses on that property and I've got some really predictable income from a buyer I trust.
For me, and I think for both of us, we don't have any children, but we have, we're like the crazy aunts, and so we have cousins and nephews and friends and children of our friends that are in a situation where they're working, they're working, but they don't have enough money to put as a down payment. And we have been thinking down the line, down the road, maybe could we do something like that with them, but had no idea how to go about it, wasn't sure if it was really a good deal, was it some kind of fly-by-night kind of thing? And so the course created a structure around that and gave us not only ideas, but the steps, the structure around it so that it's legitimate, so that there's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end, so that we could understand it, and then when the time comes, we could actually roll that out and obviously get help because we don't have to know all the ins and outs of, the whole transaction. But that we understand that, this is there, you could end up there, and it's a win-win for us, for them, and for the community in general.
It's just a very different way of looking at buying and selling property. It's so much more gentle and so much more community-based, and I love that. This is not a program that is a hard sell. It's a win-win-win. If you've got a win for the community and a win for the owners and the buyers, that's a triple win. So I think it's worth looking into.
You and I have taken a lot of courses over the years.
Oh boy.
A lot of training, a lot of seminars, on the weekend. We work full-time, Saturday, Sunday, Marriott Hotel seminars. And we learned over the years a number of the strategies, but we didn't really apply any of them because they felt a bit scammy because, we had a job and we thought, okay, it's good to know. But if you do resonate with the idea that there is a need and there is a solution, and you do resonate with the idea of allowing people to have to own homes and that it shouldn't be for the few that are at the top that are credit worthy, that you know people around you that are in that situation, this is the most focused target information on this particular problem the solution that is provided to that problem. And from the stuff that I've learned so far, there isn't any fluff. It's like, oh, we give you this and the Ginzu knife, and this is none of that. Every bit of it is usable immediately, so you can immediately apply it.
I also think it's really good that there are professionals that I can turn to. I don't need to know every single structured deal. I can have an attorney. I can have mortgage insurance. I can have all of the escrow and all of the protections from a standard real estate deal. It's not some scammy fly-by-night, and I can have professionals do it for me. So.
And that was a flag actually from both of us going, can we really do this? I mean, it's an investment. When you have something you invest over time, you put your time, your money, your sweat, all of that, you have that equity. So it's.
The point is, all of us as a community are going to need to find a way to share resources. We're going to have to learn about decentralized financing deals within our community. And all of our education needs to come up. But I think what's the beautiful takeaway from it is that it can be done with a lot of heart and a lot of caring and a lot of love. We're all in this together. So that part is super appealing for me.